has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Now here is Hill. Decker kicks to Hawkins. Hits it from three-point range. Hawkins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Decker kicks to Hawkins. Evans passes to Hill. Evans setting the pick for Hill. The feed to Kaminsky. The Badgers working the ball around now. Here is Hawkins, defended by Simmons. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Outside Hill. He dishes it to Evans. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Arizona.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Hill with it. Evans attacking. Evans can't get that one to fall.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Simmons in at point guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the center position. And that's going to be a foul on Wisconsin. Arizona leading by 3.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4. Simmons passes to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here is Hawkins. He's guarded by Simmons, and he recovers it. Hawkins shot good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got
and the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Arizona ahead, up by 3. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Simmons, he's in at the point. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the four-man position. A rebound by Mitchell. Arizona leading by 5.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Wisconsin trails by 7. The Badgers making a switch here. It's Hawkins on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. No good. Great D that time from Lawson. Now Arizona with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. It's stolen by Hill. And oh, here we go. Hill, nobody back. That drops. Hill's got his second basket of the night. Arizona leading by 5. Now Freak, he has 6. Feeds it to Roberts. Passes it to Carter. He kicks to Simmons. From about 19 feet, Hollins can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gibson the screen. Hawkins gets to Conley. Wade dishes to Hill. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Now just a 2-point Arizona lead. And Arizona making a change here. Hill's gone 3 for 3 from the floor.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Simmons, Arizona with another miss. To tie, and there's the nice layup by Hill. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Simmons in a 2-guard. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Roberts in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Simmons, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And here's Decker. Pass to Hill to take the lead. Here's Evans. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Johnson kicks to Simmons. Lewis a screen on Hawkins. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Simmons. And Arizona leads by 5. Simmons gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Evans outside. To the inside, Hawkins. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt.
What a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He has 11 points and 2 blocks.
And with the ball in his hands, he's made terrific passes, but also when he's gotten to the line, he's been consistent as well.
Yeah, I like that combination, guys. I mean, going to make your coach happy when you're getting it done in those areas, taking care of the ball, finding your teammates, and then knocking down free throws. Those are winning things.
.141 left in the second half of basketball. Outside Hill. Pass to Evans. To the paint. Here's Hawkins. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
The dish to Simmons. Picked away. In transition, here come the Badgers. The shot by Hawkins, no good. To the middle, here's Lewis. Money!
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
And the Badgers with possession here. Evans outside. Hill against Johnson. Hill passes to Hawkins. Hill kicks to Decker. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And the free throw, no good. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And now we've got the intentional foul. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Shooting for the Wildcats, Rondae Hollis Jefferson. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
There's the pick. Evans passes to Hawkins, and stolen by Freak, and he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for the Wildcats, Freak. 2 shots.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Here's Fisher.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Happy Goodwin.
8 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Walker in the corner. Here's Peyton, and that falls. So Arizona wins it, and what an